Melhor Você. Oferecimento Energia Travel Insurance, Kingsway Real Estate Brokerage, Clube Noturno Momentos, Rico Burrito, Boutique Med Spa, Mandala Travel e Netlist, o guia comercial brasileiro do Canadá.
Bom dia, eu sou Andy Vieira e esse é o seu Melhor Você. Bem-vindo ao nosso show mais uma vez, nosso querido Life and Health Coach Vince Soda. Thank you so much for coming again to the show, and today you have a special gift for our guests.
Yes, we were talking just before the show that I would like to offer the guest a ebook on how to lose weight when nothing seems to be working. And everybody's been there, you know. Everybody's been in a spot that they've been stuck. So this is a little ebook to help people along the way. And the only you have to do is go to my website at www.lighthouse180.com and register. And they will automatically be sent an ebook.
Tell me about losing weight. Everybody, especially after all the pandemic, is struggling.
Yes. Great question. And everybody's put on what the new term COVID weight, right? Everybody has got some COVID weight to lose. And it's true. It's very factual. And a lot of it is because we've been kept indoors. We have been getting out as much. We haven't been, going to the gyms. All these different things that would normally be used to have been closed. So a lot of it, and a lot of it has to do with mentally too.
Anxiety.
The anxiety levels are through the roof. People's mental health has been really struggling through this. And as a result of it, either people are eating on impulse or just not getting out are motivated to get out to exercise. And I call it movement, because you don't need to belong to a gym to lose weight, but you need movement. And that movement can be walking, jogging, dancing, whatever you enjoy doing, but as long as you do enough of it that you get your heart rate going, that's movement. And people are just not doing it because it's they were just in a very depressed state, a lot of anxiety, the uncertainty of what's going to go on, of what our new normal is going to be, and it's just very common because really no one has those answers. Yeah. And still today we don't have those answers.
And tell me the importance of having a life and health coach working with you, because everybody wants to lose weight, but if you don't have your mind focused.
Yes, it's definitely a mindset. So what does a health and life coach do? They hold you accountable for your actions. We support your goals of what you want to achieve, whatever those achieve, and they're not my goals, they're your goals. Mm-hmm. That's what's really important. What people don't understand is it's what would you like to achieve? And as long as that's realistic, I'm 100% on board. If someone comes to me, and I've had this before, I want to lose 30 pounds because my wife and I are going on a trip in 60 days or 30 days. If I feel that there's an unrealistic goal, I tell people that. It's very unrealistic that you're going to do this without really depriving yourself of a lot of important things, and then potentially failing even worse, even more so, and putting whatever weight you did lose back on. And, I tell people, you didn't lose the weight, you didn't gain the weight in 1 or 2 weeks or a month.
Yes, that's
right?
True.
That's been something you put your body through for maybe years.
Yes.
And you can't reverse it just like this either. I wish there could be.
Yeah.
You know, we'd all be doing it, right? If there's a special way to do it healthy, we'd all be doing it. But so that's a life and health coach will have check-in points with you. If you get off the road of your goal, we guide you back on the road. We hold you accountable for your goals and your actions. We reassess and change as we see fit. And that's why I combine life coaching and health coaching together, because the life coaching side is really the mental mindset, is understanding that this is a lifestyle change I'm making, regardless if it's losing weight or a career change or personal change in your life. It's a mind, it's the state of mind, right? Our brain typically will always challenge us, and everybody can relate to self-doubt. You know, have you ever been in a situation where you say to yourself, oh, you know, and Vince, what are you doing? Like, is this worth what you're doing? Is this the right decision? Should I buy this? Should I make this move? That's your brain challenging you. It doesn't like change. So you need to know and understand and how to get around that. And it's the educational part of making those lifestyle changes that gives you a healthy mind so that you can carry on to your other goals. And
what I noticed was that when we start doing the program and I did your detox, that is not based in juice, miracle juice, okay? No. It's real food. And what I noticed was not only my health, like physical, losing weight was amazing, but the mind.
Yes.
So I highly recommend for everyone that is doing not for losing weight, especially like for career, like you want to have a reset.
Yes.
That's why you call reset.
Yes.
Yeah, because
exactly.
it's really amazing.
Yeah, it's a reset. It's a reset cleanse. Exactly right, and it's for the mind and body. You know, if your body is in a state where you're producing and you're burning calories and you're detoxing yourself, your mind is in that state. And it's immediately, people say to me, I just can't believe the correlation between the two. This is crazy. I'm feeling better. I'm thinking better. I like faster, sharper. It's all these different things. And you're not depriving yourself of any foods. You know, I think the biggest complaint I got from you was about the coffee. And it's like, I can't drink coffee. The answer is, if you can, please remove it just during the cleanse. I love coffee. I can't go without having coffee. But through the cleanse, it's really, really important to reset everything and then reintroduce things back into place. You know, that's the important part of it. But yes, you get the mental focus and you get the physical focus. And the combination of the two together gives you this energy and this power that you can take on anything.
Yeah, and tell me about the losing weight, how people can connect with you and start, like that is an introduction, like a free...
Yes, there is. So I offer a one-on-one consultation. And that consultation is not done in a group setting and stuff like that, where you get 10 minutes to talk to me and that's it. No, the group it's an individual one-on-one setting. You tell me about all your goals you want to achieve. I tell you about, a little bit more. And then at the end of the conversation, if we both feel comfortable with working with each other, then we can go on to a program. We can structure a program. Let's call it if it's a weight loss. Since it's been COVID, most people are calling because of weight loss.
Especially now, right?
Yes.
We are open everything and going out again. It's spring, soon it's going to be summer.
Yes.
And we start looking at the mirror and you don't feel like comfortable.
Yeah, so 100% true. So I'll cater a program that works for that individual. As you know, I don't have a stamped program to say one program for everybody. The basis of the program is the foundation is the same for all, but then I cater it depending on each individual's needs, right? What they cannot do, what the likes, dislikes, and ultimately goals. So the way to, as an introductory to the program, is definitely the cleanse. The cleanse will definitely tell you the direction that you would be heading, the kind of feeling that you're going to achieve in just like a very short 2-week span. Like it's in 2 weeks, you say to yourself, yeah, I like this. And I want to go in this direction. It's important, understanding something, that it's important that you have to have the right mindset. You have to say, I'm committed to losing weight. I'm committed to making this change. I'm committed to making this life change. I don't force people to join with me. It's a non-obligational process. You need to be mentally ready.
Yes.
If you're mentally ready, and I've had people before say to me, I say to them, listen, you're not ready. I don't want to take on someone as a client just because they're on as a client. I want them to be ready.
Exactly.
And I've had people say to me, thank you. And then I've had people a year later contact me and say, Vince, I'm ready. And they were 100% focused and committed. And we went through the journey and we did all these small changes along the way each week that it built up to be big improvements in the end. And it became a lifestyle change. I don't call it a diet. If you hear the words diet that come out of my mouth, it refers to the food that you're eating, nutritional wise. As far as the program is a lifestyle change.
Yes.
Because then if you're mentally here, ready, and I tell people, focus on the stuff you can do. Because as a lot of us humans, focus on the stuff we can't do, right? I can't eat this, or I can't go there, I can't do this. Why not turn it around to say, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, and focus out, and then mentally, it starts to prepare you.
It's lighter, right?
100%, yes,
Yeah,
so much more positive, right? It's 100%.
Well, another thing that happened to me, it was, I was in the program, and then it was, I need some time off.
Yes.
Because sometimes you screw the week.
Yeah.
And it's normal.
Yes.
It's not a big deal. The big deal is if you lose your goal.
Yes.
Right? If you lose your focus and get lost in the middle and don't ask for help.
Right.
That's the most important part, is to communicate.
Yes.
And say, Vince, this week I'm completely off. It's my daughter's birthday. I'm gonna eat cake the whole week,
Yes.
and it's okay, right?
So true. So true.
And then next week you're back.
Yes.
And you're gonna have a step back in your program,
Naturally.
but you're conscious about
Yeah.
it.
Yes, 100%.
And not feeling guilty and I don't know, I'm gonna give up. I put 2 pounds.
Yeah, it's 100%. And it's a great point that you bring up because it's 100% true. Any program out there that is part of so much rigorous discipline and deprivation it's not for you. Anybody. It's just because there's a very small span before your brain gives up, and we all need breaks from things. When I went through my journey, I needed certain breaks at certain times, and I took those breaks because mentally, what that did for me was just incredible. What it did for me mentally, because it was like a little bit of a reset to say, okay, I worked so hard for the last couple of months, but I am feeling it, or I have a couple of big events coming up. I have a wedding, I have something, an anniversary. And I want to take a step back and say, this is my week to me. I want to unplug. And that's perfectly fine with that. That's perfectly fine. But it's that communication and having that communication. And if anything, it makes you more focused at your goal. Because when you're back on,
you're
say
completely
to yourself,
back.
You're completely back. You're there. It's not like going through the motions. No, you are mentally and physically committed to moving forward.
Because there is this limbo that I'm not dieting, but I'm not eating right, I'm not nourishing properly, but at the same time, I'm not totally screwed.
Yeah.
So that, for me, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Because you don't have focus to do your nutrition right, and also you don't admit to yourself that you're stepping back.
Yes.
So I think this is the worst moment.
Yes.
So I try myself a lot not to be there. And when I have to screw, I tell myself I'm doing wrong.
Yeah.
I admit that, and I have the deadline, so I have those events. Now I have events until Tuesday, so it's Women's Day.
Yeah.
So I hope I will get chocolates. So after that, I know I have to go back to my
Right.
reset, and especially because I need time off, especially after all this pandemic.
Yeah.
Before going outside, I think it's very important to balance
Yeah,
your emotions as well.
yeah, 100%.
And by nourishing properly, this is something that I learned with you. The power of the nuts.
Yeah, yes, yes,
On top of my salad,
yeah,
I thought like, okay, I'm gonna have a salad with egg whites and I'm good. But it's not the same. How you feel and how your brain and how your inflammation.
yeah.
Tell me about it. You have a program.
Yeah, I do. I have a program for those that are facing inflammation. And inflammation is huge. And the reason it's so big is a lot of it has to do with the foods that we're eating. The reset cleanse will really start to identify certain foods because everybody's different. Certain foods may react differently with different individuals. So the reset cleanse really helps you establish a new plateau, and then we check different foods that could be bothersome, and we will remove that from your diet so that that's not going to bother you anymore. And you can continue enjoying, focusing in on all the things you can do or eat versus the ones that you can't eat.
Yeah.
And once you start feeling better because you've identified certain foods that bother you, why would you want to go back to those foods if it's hurting you? If you don't feel good, if you feel sluggish and you feel like a brain fog, you want to focus in on the foods that are going to give you energy. And you know, good nutritional eating is not about boring salads. We know that. It's about beautiful foods, dark leafy greens, fibers, good carbohydrates, proteins, either, you know, vegetable or animal proteins, whatever it may be. It's about, you know, really good, healthy eating. And
Real food.
Real food, real food. Thank you. Because that's just so key. I see so many different, you know, diet types or theories that it's so frustrating to say that how can you be selling this to somebody because you're targeting people that are vulnerable.
Yes.
And so they already want to believe you because they're in a position that they need to lose weight or they need to feel better, and so they're so focused. And then when they're on the program, they might get some results immediately at the beginning because it's just very natural. You're in a calorie deficit, and then all at once you hit a wall. You know, or there's programs that are out there that, you know, you're so low in calories, they recommend you not to work out. They're recommending you not to do any exercise. Just think about that.
What you're doing to your body.
Right, and if it's not with me, it doesn't matter, with anybody else, just think about, you ask yourself the question, can I see myself doing this long term? And if the answer is no, don't go with the program. If you even got to think or contemplate if you can or can't, don't go with the program.
Yeah,
It has to be an honest, yes, I can. I can see making this long term. Then you know that's a healthy choice. You're not gonna be depriving yourself. You're not gonna be limiting yourself. You're focused around all the positive things and positive energy.
It's all about balance.
Yeah, 100%. And a lot of people, the other part that I can give some advice to is sabotage. You've heard me talk about sabotage before. There's two types of sabotage that people have to be aware of. There's our own sabotage, that we sabotage ourselves to say, let's say if it's the gym. I would go before the pandemic, I'd be at the gym 6 days a week. I'd be driving to the gym and I'd find an excuse in my brain because I'm too busy and so the parking lot looks busy, there's no parking spots, I'm gonna go. Or it's raining outside, I forgot my umbrella, I'm not going. I gotta make dinner for the family. So I'll do some stretches at home. That's sabotage. You're sabotaging yourself for your own better health and wellness. Then there's the other side of it is the external. The external could be from family, friends, co-workers. They see you going through a change in your life and they're questioning to, Andrea, what are you doing? you know, are you on a diet? Are you doing something? What are you
You're
doing?
looking sick.
Yeah, you're looking sick, or you know, all these different things. And if you look at the people that are telling you this, there's some people that genuinely are telling you because they truly care. But most people that are trying to sabotage you and yourself, if you look at them, are usually living an unhealthy lifestyle.
Thank you so much for coming again.
Thank you. It was an absolute honor.
Obrigada pela sua companhia. O Melhor Você fica por aqui. Eu sou Andy Vieira. Até a próxima.
Melhor Você. Oferecimento Energia Travel Insurance, Kingsway Real Estate Brokerage, Clube Noturno Momentos, Rico Burrito, Boutique Med Spa, Mandala Travel e Netlist, o guia comercial brasileiro do Canadá.